All right, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Tonya.
All right. Well, I finally made it past my major milestone. Last week I weighed 287.4, and currently I weigh 286.6, giving me a 0.8 loss, bringing me to 100 pounds, 0.4 since January. I broke the 100-pound loss. Yeah.
Yay.
Yes. What about you?
Me not so good, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Last week I was 135.6. This week currently I'm 136.2. So I'm plus 0.6. That's not a big deal, but it brings me back into the 29.6 pounds loss instead of the 30
something.
The 30 somethings. Yeah, I know, not a big deal, but I'm going the wrong way, and I was hoping to really up it and lose 10 pounds this month. When my average is only 3 pounds a month, I pretty much would say I wanted to lose 10 pounds this month, so I went the wrong way. But this shirt I've been cleaning it, and I never do. I'm not a runner. This I got at a thrift store because I thought it was cute. But but yeah, I need to follow this shirt for exercising too. Sometimes I wear it for exercising. Mm-hmm. So, do you have any?
Well, I just kind of stuck to the plan most of the week. You know, it really comes down more to just being better a little bit more than being bad, because, I know I went up like 10 pounds, just in the first couple of days, between, it's like you be good and then you eat stuff that has a lot of sodium and whatnot, and your body just retains everything. So your scale weight just skyrockets up. It's not true fat, but regardless, the scale still shows a lot heavier weight. So I go up and then I'm trying to recover, Mm-hmm. But I broke the 100-pound loss.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And now it's a matter of sticking to it. I know I have a tendency like, oh, I lost 100 pounds. I should go out and eat. Which we reward ourselves with food.
He was joking
tough
about that. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
let's go
true.
Out and eat.
Yeah, But we do. It's like everything. Hey, you have a good day, go get something to eat. Bad day, I just want to get something to eat. It's food. It's always there, and it's just so comforting and just, yeah.
And after we weighed in again, well, I'm usually pretty good, but I usually do gain on the weekends just because I'm not as active as when I'm working. I usually do pretty good. I go a little over, but you kind of cheated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my routine.
But my gain, I'm disappointed in the gain for sure, especially when I wanted to lose, a lot. I wanted to lose like at least a pound this week. But I understand why it happened, so I can't be too disappointed. Really what I'm disappointed in is today, because as I'm talking to you, I just had a little pack of guacamole, a little bit of chips and salsa, and I was already done with my calories. And even though that doesn't sound a big deal, that wasn't all I had that went over my calories. I easily had 2,000 calories when I'm trying to stick to 1,200. What's that?
Yeah.
I ate all 1,200 calories for breakfast. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But but what I wanted to say is that while I'm disappointed I gained, in a little tiny way, it was my fault, but it wasn't, because I miscalculated my calories during the week. Because I was eating something new, and I realized that I miscalculated my calories. I know this sounds bad, but I was having the frozen fries with this vegan, it was a vegan sweet and sour pork, the Gardein brand. Ooh, it was really good. But anyways, I miscalculated the calories and like the fries, and I had that twice along with Brussels sprouts, and then I had extra mayonnaise, which that wasn't miscalculated. And anyway, I messed up this week that way. I did start exercising again. My body sort of forgot to exercising, and just I think 2 more things I had, and that was all. Is okay, now I just forgot. Getting tired because I ate so much, I guess. Well, first of all, just while I'm thinking of it, thank you. Even if we don't always comment back, thank you so much for all of your comments always, because we do read them, and like we'll laugh or be like, oh, that's true or whatever, like, you know, and even if we don't.
Sometimes I get back a week later, you know, it's like I'm not on the computer, and then it's like, oh, I gotta catch up.
And I was gonna comment this week. There was a couple funny ones, and I didn't, and we do appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I was gonna say is that I had like a light bulb moment one morning, but I should have wrote it down because it's not going to come out that good. I was telling Glenn, a light bulb moment, like Oprah says, but like I always have a justification for everything. And like whatever time of day it is, I have a justification. And I was thinking, if you could come up with questions for that particular justification that you're having, like one of my biggest things, as you guys know, is I like to eat a lot in the morning sometimes. And the justification to myself is, well, just don't eat anything either. You can just have vegetables later. That's my justification.
Yeah.
Well, I need to come up with a better question. I need to have a question.
Well, she never follows through with the I won't eat stuff later.
Well, it's kind of a gray area because I was telling Glenn, I allow myself vegetables, but I can eat and then I allow myself the dressing or the butter that goes along with the vegetables. So, well, it would have added up to a meal if, you know.
Yeah, you just consumed enough calories to be enough third meal or whatever.
So you need to come up with a question that matches your justification. That's just kind of like a light bulb moment I had. Like, maybe the question should be, is this going to make it harder to reach your goal this month if you do this now? Even though that's not even strong enough. But I have to I'm thinking that's what will work for me, and maybe it'll help you guys. But I'm thinking of a matching question that equals each justification. Like for dinner, it may be a different, I'm just going to have a few nuts. Well, is that going to make me, is that going to make me lose 3 pounds? I mean, I know this is all old news, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, it's not old news.
How do you get yourself to not
but it's matching your justifications, and I don't know how to do that yet. I mean, I know all the books say, like, oh, well, is this going to get you to do this? But if you could just find a matching question that really matches, you know.
But is your goal to get yourself to not do?
Your goal is to at least get yourself to stop and think. Like when I ate the chips, I tried to ask myself, do I really want to do this? The answer was yes.
Yes.
Sometimes the answer is just yes. Yeah. But like Glenn said, and I said before, I think if we're good more times than you're bad, but I really want to come up with a good question to ask myself.
I don't know if it's a question you're looking for.
For the different things.
You're trying to break your habit of just giving in to your wants. You know, you're not really looking for a question. You're just needing something like I don't know. I don't know what to call it either.
And I think like this morning I wanted all this stuff for breakfast. I need to remember the power of half. have everything, but have half of what you want, and at least
Yeah.
you're getting a taste of everything.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. Anyways, well, I made it past 100. We'll see what happens next week when I weigh in. Hopefully I can keep staying down.
I know.
You know, it's still a long journey. I want to lose another 100-something pounds. So, you know, these barriers, you know, they're there, you know, just cross over it and keep going. So, anyways, that's where we are right now. If you're stuck, you know, just keep pushing forward. You know, as long as we try and we keep working at it, then I think we can get better. It's when you give up that, you know, things happen. So
Don't eat the chips all the time.
yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys
Tonya.
are doing better. You know, we're going to try to keep pushing along. You know, keep pushing, and we'll get there. All right. See you next week.
See you next week.